Hi everyone, I am Oluwadunsin Ojo and I'm a creative designer, and in this video I am going to be sharing with you how graphic design is more than a skill. How graphic design is not just a skill. In this world today, people are encouraged to um, get a skill, learn a digital skill, learn forex, learn so many stuff. So many people just want to learn a skill, which is very good. You should want to learn a skill, but beyond learning the skill, you should see why you need to learn the skill, why you need to learn a digital skill. And in this video I am going to be sharing my own testimony of how graphic design has changed my life, how graphic design has impacted my life. So I will just do a brief summary of how my life has been before I came across graphic design, and then we'll move from there. So when I was younger in primary school, in my secondary school, I was really smart. Yes, I was getting good grades, really good grades. Graduated as the overall best student while I was graduating from secondary school. Received so many awards. So I thought, I'm smart. So that is what life is all about. So that I can just get good grades now, go to university, bag in first class, bag in first class, get a good job, get money, and that's all. Like, my life is settled. See me, I sabi book. Hey, all of those were really nice imaginations at that time until I graduated from secondary school. I wrote my first jump. I couldn't secure admission with the score that I had. I wrote the positive MLD, but I didn't make the cut of marks, so I had to stay back for a year. And during that 1 year, I started learning what they call it now. They call it computer training at that time. Computer. My daddy enrolled me in a computer training institute, so I used to go there, learn, computer, Corel Draw, how to type, all those kind of those kind of things that they teach there. So basically they were teaching us how to prepare ourselves for the CBT examination, and then the side attraction is you learn Corel Draw, learn this. So I didn't really pay attention at that time, because I was like, wetin be all this one now? Like, bro, this is just wasting my time. If I had known, I would have paid attention. So the 1 year just passed like that. Then I wrote JAMB. Then I got admission into the university. So while I was going to university, I got a phone. My dad gave me his phone because did not buy me a phone. So my dad gave me his phone. So when I was very happy, I'm finally going to the university. I was so happy. I'm going away from home. Nobody will tell me to sit down here. Don't go outside. Because my parents were strict. I had strict training while growing up. Even though I was stubborn, but then I had strict training. So when I got to university, I was free. I felt free. So I took my phone. I would watch videos, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I was active. And that is why I'm always against the wrong use of social media. If you have been following me before now, you will know how I used to scream, leave TikTok, don't, I'm talking from pain. It's painful. You know what? I'm talking from pain. It's painful. You know what? 100 level, 200 level, 300 level. I wasted those 3 years on social media. I was always watching TikTok. I know all the skits that they want to do. But Shaggy, Twice, what's the name of these people? Uh, what's the, is it Chris Clown? Yes, I think there was Chris Clown. I know all of their. I can actually act some of their videos now that they did back then. I was always there, always on TikTok, watching different kind of things. Even girls, shaking their hand. Yes, I was there. Body Kelly, all of those people. I was always active on social media. So I didn't pay too much attention to my school studies. I did not know that the things that I was doing then was affecting my academics. I was also of the belief that what will be. If God wanted me to pass my examinations, even though I did not read, I will still pass the examinations. I was done back then. So many things. So the 3 years just wasted like that. So during my IT, I traveled back home for my industrial training. Before that time, there was one strike that happened. I can't remember the year now. So I went home. Then, I was already growing up now as a guy in the university settings. I was seeing different boys, carrying girls, using phones, buying cars, wearing nice clothes. I was just one average boy like that, depending on, collecting money from my parents, which was not bad at that time. That was what was supposed to be. They were supposed to be feeding me. They were the one that sent me to school. So it's not as if I'm saying you should not collect money from her. So please don't misunderstand that statement. So I could not buy the things they were buying because they were sending me just feeding allowance. I was just eating so that I would not die. I didn't have extra cash. I didn't have work that I was doing. Anytime I see Faga, hey, give me 1K, those kind of vibes. There wasn't a point I texted the course mate to ask for something, and the first reply was, I said, Alpha, bro. The next thing was, bro, I don't get money. Jesus, I felt embarrassed because I used to ask people for money very well. Yes, I didn't know. And the money was not as if I was investing into. I used to buy data. I would do nice sub to be watching TikTok, watching YouTube, watching Instagram, watching so many comedy. I was laughing my life away at that time. So when I got to during the strike, some boys like, Omo, we need to make this money. I was like, yes, because I was now exposed to the life of the university, how people enjoy, people that have good parents, people that are into shady activity just to get money. But I did not understand that. So the guys that maybe say make money, maybe make mama proud, all those kind of. That was the beginning of how would I put it now? The results of my investment in social media. Because on social media, I've seen people flaunt wealth, people flaunt money, people flaunt phones, cars, young boys. So I was like, so young boys can make money. So they were like, now let's do some things now, make money. I was like, I'm interested though, because I don't get money. And then I was also started to admire the life on social media and the lives of people that I've been seeing in the university. So I started following them. Some were not most of them were into fraud at that time. They were into fraud. Some were doing what do you call it now? They were playing betting, all those kind of stuff. But I didn't really care at that time because I didn't really have any information. My own was I want to make money because I want to start living the kind of life that I've been exposed to and the kind of life that I'm seeing without understanding anything about it. So I started following them throughout the strike. I was following them and all those kind of vibes. Then I went back to school. So the connection between us was, it was severe for a while until I came back home again for IT. That was my industrial training. So when I go back to school, because I schooled in Benin City, University of Benin, the fight against crime there was very high. So if they catch you as a fraudster, a Yahoo boy, you are gone. So that fear made me delete everything that I had on my phone while going back. I deleted everything at the park, everything. I cleared my phone. Go. I was like, if they arrest me and my daddy here, don't finish. I'm dead. My daddy will kill me before the police people will kill me. So I cleared everything. I went back to school. Then I now came back home for the IT, and that was when I came across my mentor, Sir Agbo Igashiri. It was my brother, a church member. He was like, bro, come and learn graphic design. I was like, what is graphic design? He now showed me some examples on his phone. So I don't get laptop because I didn't have laptop. I was like, you don't need laptop, you can do it with your phone. My phone. Is it possible to do this kind of thing with my phone? So yes now. I was like, Then the first response I gave him was, I don't get money. I don't get money with that. Money. Now, I'll still talk about it, but then let me continue. I don't get money, I don't feel buy clothes. I cannot give it for free, because if I give it for free, you will not value it, you will not cherish it, you will not even pay attention, because anything you get for free, most times you don't value it. It was like, how much do I have? I have it was not even up to 2,000. I said I have 1,600. I mean 1,000. Is this 600 or 900? Sorry. So he said I should bring it. I shall gave him the money. So he sent me a Google Drive link that contains the videos. So I started watching the videos. And when I started watching the videos, the first thing that graphic design gave back to me was my creative mind, my imaginations. When you scroll too much on social media, you stop imagining. Your brain just shuts down, and then you are now focused on the things that you are seeing. You will not be able to think for yourself again. You will not be able to imagine for yourself. You will not be able to your brain will be dead. They used to call it brain rot. Yes, there's a concept called brain rot. You can check it out, brain rot. How your brain is already conditioned to the screen. So if it's not the screen, you cannot pay attention to any other thing. You cannot think about any other thing. You cannot create any other thing. So You are focused on the screen. You just want to look at the screen. What are they doing? What is happening? What is trending? So I started watching the videos because it looks like other videos. There's just another random video too, because I'm already watching videos for years. So like, okay, let me just watch this one too. So as I was progressing in the course, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, now my imagination already came back. So I was like, wow, so this kind of thing is possible. So I started, paying attention to the course, creating designs, very whack designs at that time, but I was a beginner, so you cannot blame me. So I will go to people's status. If I see any design that is not fine, that I think is not fine, even though I was not good, I will recreate it and send it to the person. So that was what I was doing. And when I was doing it, I started realizing that a lot were changing about me. I was having access to other things like books. Because of graphic design, I started reading. I have never opened any book in my life apart from my primary and secondary school books. I've never opened any other book in this life until I started graphic design. Because my 3 years in school, I ain't reading shit, man. Even the course books na because of exam. Na why I dey read am make I no go fail. So because of graphic design I started reading. I read Atomic Habits. I read different kind of books. The Enemy Called Average, many kind of books. So because of graphic design. Then graphic design also opened my mind to think critically, because if you're a graphic designer, if you're a creative, not necessarily a graphic designer, you have to think, okay, how will I do this, how will I achieve this result, how will I get this kind of design, how will I, if I place it here, what will it look like? So your brain is working. So graphic design keeps the brain working. Like for me, the brain is always working, you're always thinking. So that led me to philosophy and psychology because of graphic design. So I started thinking about many things that I've been told, many things that I've watched, many that I've seen. I started creating, like, okay, this thing. I started thinking, critically thinking about it. Okay, what is this thing? Why did they say this thing? Why should we do this thing? I started asking questions. Graphic design made me start asking questions. I questioned so many things because there were a lot of things that I'll post a screenshot during my birthday. Somebody said something, Emmanuel, my roommate in 100 level, like, bro, I knew you when you were in 100 level and you defended your mediocrity. Blood of Jesus, that was a very silly comment. You defended your mediocrity with what we call it now, absolute vigor. So I understand now, if you are now using that kind of energy to how will I put it now, defend what you now know. So he understands, he knows where I'm coming from. So graphic design, opened my eyes to many things, changed my life in so many ways that I cannot even highlight all of them in one video. Because so I will try and maybe I can do different kind of episodes to talk about how graphic design has impacted my life. So this is just a summary. As I continue, I'll be dropping some videos on how this skill has really impacted my life. And I find graphic design as a guiding light for me. Christians will say, God showed me this light. God used this thing to show me the way. So I will also say, I'm a believer. So I believe God used graphic design, to bring me back to the path that I already, left because of social media. I will always be against social media. Not when anybody fit tell me. I will always be against social media, because before I realized it was a fake space, I was almost gone until graphic design called me back. And then now I can now see social media for what it truly is. You understand? So I just want to use this medium to encourage you to keep doing what you are doing. If there's anything you are doing, that is keeping you distracted, that is keeping you working, using your brain, that is keeping you stay sane in this insane world, I will encourage you to keep doing it. And if you still need to do other things, maybe you think you are getting distracted too often, you don't really have much to do, you can learn a skill. I bet you, if you learn a skill, it can be digital skill or a physical skill, it will rewire your brain. Your brain will work in a different way, because if you don't engage your brain, it will just die and it will rot. So I hope this video blesses you, even though I said too many things, maybe the lines were not connecting, but I really hope that you have learned something, and I wish you the best. So thank you for watching and God bless.